Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do ask the speakers to come on at 9:45.
Mhm.
I Even though I've emailed them what's gonna
Right.
happen and what's expected, I do go
Mhm.
over it again.
Yeah, because people
Uh,
a lot of times people just skim. They don't really get to read, and they may miss an important point. Yeah. Miss an
yeah,
important-
because I definitely do.
Mhm. It's- So, but this is the way. Like virtual is this is it. It's gonna be the wave.
That's what I'm still hoping for.
Virtual is gonna
La
be the wave. Did I
Lalette,
freeze?
huh?
It flew. Oh, there we go. I put it
Oh,
to full screen, and then I thought it froze. I'm not sure. Does my forehead look shiny to you in your view?
yes.
Oh my goodness! I'm like, why are you so shiny this morning? Maybe it's the angle of the sun. Yeah,
Like
but
same
hold on.
here.
I'm gonna go turn on my
Okay.
light.
Okay.
Let's see if that makes any difference at all.
Not as shiny.
Now it's shiny.
I said not as shiny.
That's shiny. Okay, I'll take not as. It's because the way this computer is angled, the sun is but I don't
It's
know.
okay. The sun's a good thing.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna start sharing my
Go ahead and
screen.
start. Mhm.
What'd you say?
No, no, no. I said you're gonna go ahead and start.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. Entire screen. Share. So I'm really liking Gamma. I might actually start paying them because
Okay.
I waited to the last minute,
Mhm.
and I know I'm not supposed to wait to the last minute, but I have a good many things already ready. So I can just copy paste it into Gamma, and Gamma made these maybe an hour before we got started.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So I am a big fan of Gamma, and they might
Okay.
just get my money, even
It's
though I have, even though I have Visime. Visime is a lifetime deal I got from AppSumo.
the
It
Mapsumo.
Yep, it does the same thing, but I can't wait to the last minute with it. I have to make some
You have to
adjustments.
make some adjustments.
Yep, and what I
Well,
like, go ahead.
I was saying, well, you can use Gamma for those times when it's last minute, and then use Visme when you know you have a little bit more time, so that you get the use out of it.
Yeah. So with Visme, I like that it lets me do my own thing because sometimes I can be really picky with my graphics.
Got you.
And I love that it lets me do that. Gamma, I can't do that. Gamma's
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna give you this and you're gonna like it, or and if you
You're gonna
don't, you
take it.
don't have to use it. That's what
Got,
Gamma says to me.
got you. It's like you like it or leave it. Lump it, but that's
Yeah.
what I'm giving you. Got you.
So when I woke up this morning and realized I didn't make any slides, Gamma.
Maybe it's a Gamma moment.
Yeah.
But that's good that you have the option. It really is.
Yep. Okay. Wait, somebody came in. I gotta push more buttons.
We gotta push more buttons.
It's Patrick.
Oh my goodness, I haven't seen Patrick in a long time.
Yeah. Hey, Patrick. Just a heads up, if you are muted, we can't see you. So just to let you know. And back to my share screen. Oh, I'm already still sharing. Okay. Where'd Gamma go? Okay. Content and community plan for 2026. Repurpose your events. Build lasting engagement. I hope you guys know that I wholeheartedly believe that just because you had an event and it ended, that doesn't mean it's over because you can't say everybody saw it. You can't say your entire target audience saw it. There's still more people out there who's possibly interested that hadn't seen it. Okay. Why content and community matters. Events create momentum, but without follow-up, it fizzles. So if you've hosted an event and it just ended, please know that it's still there and that other people might still want to hear about it. Okay, content keeps you visible. Break it up, spread it out, set up your schedule. Anybody?
I think that I didn't do enough to foster the engagement. So it was kind of random and sporadic because I don't think I did enough on the back end to foster the engagement properly.
What do you mean you didn't do enough on the back end? What did you want to do?
So I wanted to take, like you're talking about, like repurposing small parts of the content into, social media or email funnel or something of that nature in order to just ask questions according to, just have some engagement of some back and forth and questioning so that you could clarify and clear up. And because I didn't really have a product at the time, does that make sense? But just to foster what the true needs were of that audience. Like was I meeting it by the questions that that would be asked, and just giving people an opportunity to say the piece. I think would have given me a better understanding of what I needed to do.
Okay. So hopefully you'll host an event next year. Will you, before the event ends, will you ask them if they got what they needed? Will you ask them before the event gets started if they're interested in that event, like crowdsourcing? Are you going to make some polls to find out the answers to your questions?
Yes, there were some informal polls before, but like I said, I think with me, I think it's more about that I need to be really intentional with those pieces. Yes, definitely.
Okay. Good to hear. Patrick, how about you? The question was, after your last event, how long did your audience stay engaged with you?
Not long, and that's on me.
What
I
can
didn't
you
do
do?
enough. And we're talking about more of the virtual events that happened. My last virtual event was maybe a year and a half ago, I would say, or 2 years ago, and I didn't follow up much at all for a short time. But then after that, I still have some of them, a lot of them actually, on my mailing list that I send things out to. So does that count as a follow up?
Well, as long as you're still emailing them and still letting them know that you're still around and available.
Absolutely. So I guess I did something right then.
Yeah. I was going to say, didn't you do an event with Sabrina, maybe a cohort or some kind of training like 2 months ago? Because I was there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the summertime. So we still got them in the absolutely right. That was part of, there's a black cat passing by. Yes, we did our 5-week summer training. So we're still in touch with those. Actually, 2 people are very much in touch with us, and we with them. So, yeah.
Okay. Hooray!
So coming up here pretty soon.
Nice. I'm glad you got one coming up really soon. Because I haven't planned any more this year. I think I did 6 at the beginning of the year, and that was it. And I can't tell you how many people remember that. So I got the Event Innovators Insight Sessions, the first Fridays. And the first Fridays are free, and they are live streamed. The live stream ends after 45 minutes, and we have the private Q&A for the people who are live with us. That group goes into my email list. I email them every Monday at 8:45, and I tell them that there's a free Facebook group, and it's kind of like a small recap to tell about what's going on here. But so far, no conversion. But I get plenty of messages saying, that's great content. And I'm like, if you think it's great content, won't you come be a part of the conversation? And then I don't hear any more about it. So that's something I need to work on. Okay, let me go back to share my screen and get back to Gamma. Entire screen and share. I don't think when I go to Gamma and then hit entire screen that it actually goes to Gamma. Okay. The next one. Event content as your gold mine. Every event produces assets, talks, Q&As, highlights. Don't let it collect dust. Repurpose it. One event equals 1 month of content. You can actually get a whole lot more, especially if you schedule it out to be a whole lot more. Okay, the question is, what's one piece of past event content you could easily repurpose this week? Anybody?
Mm. I think just clips of good aha moments
Yeah.
from the event. Clips of things that resonated that you saw in the chat, wherever that kind of stuck with people.
Mm-hmm. So, may I ask, what's your favorite social platform?
I don't know yet because I'm still. I kind of tried. I don't use. Don't know. That's a
Oh. Do you know who you might consider to be your target audience?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Ask chat. Based on our past conversations and what you know about me, who would you say is my target audience, and what social media platforms do they hang out on?
That's true. That's true.
It's a great idea.
And if you want to use those clips, try to maximize that platform for those clips. Let's say it's Facebook. You're going to put those clips on the reels. You're going to make shorts. You're going to make posts with those clips, maybe even still frames. So find out what groups they hang out in. That's if your favorite platform or your target audience hangs out on Facebook. But find out what the groups are that they hang out in. Okay. How about you, Patrick?
Yeah, I'm using clips from the 30. I'm really diligent in doing that now. And my favorite, I think where my audience, well, not I think, I know where my audience is LinkedIn.
Okay, nice.
So that's.
Are you using Opus Clips?
No, I'm using directly from StreamYard.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah,
and convenient.
They have a generator that they can pull the clips, and I just look at them and hit publish and publish them to LinkedIn and to YouTube.
Okay. So I'm not sure if you know about this. I know you got a LinkedIn company page. So if you have your clips on your YouTube channel and on your company page, they can say, where do you want to pull your RSS feed from? And you say YouTube, and then it'll pull it from there, and you don't have to upload them.
Oh.
So, I'm a big fan of RSS feeds.
Yep. Yeah, I think I showed you what I do from StreamYard. Did I show you that before in terms of how it's done?
I am not sure, but if you want to show us, please do.
Yeah, it's relatively easy. Now, how do I share?
See, there's a header at the top for me. It says share screen, and there's an arrow
there it is, right there. Who knew? So there it is. So this is from last night's episode, The Power of Connection, Why Leaders Can't Grow Alone. So this is the full episode. And then I generated it. And this is what it gives me. 2, 4, 6 clips. And I can publish. I go through and I listen to them, and the ones that have published associated with it are ones that are less than 60 seconds.
Okay. So when you get your clips, are they like full sentences, like full question and answers? Or do they leave you hanging, like leave you wanting more?
It all depends. So let me
there are unique
I can
times
share this one.
as leaders,
Can you hear that?
things
Yes.
that we go through,
Mhm.
pressures of the position, pressures of the job, pressures of the calling, decisions that we've made. It's the weight of the responsibility, which sometimes they look at us as a source of strength.
Oh,
So that
Yeah.
one was only 44 seconds. So if I went to publish that, I hit publish and I can select where I want to send it to.
okay.
Or I can go in. So those are the ones that they've generated. But if I wanted to say do it to LinkedIn for a longer, I can hit cut and repurpose or edit and repurpose. And then it will ask me, do I want to create reels or videos? And then I can go and you'll see the transcript there. And I can select it where I want to go to.
Okay.
Right. So I can cut it, repurpose it, cut it, download it, and publish it up to wherever I want to send it to.
Okay. So you said your platform is LinkedIn. Are you seeing a good many impressions, a good many views,
Oh
a good many
yeah,
comments?
definitely. The more, yes, the more that I do, I'm definitely seeing some increase. I think I can share, if you don't mind. Let me share one with you. And I
Okay.
don't know what others are doing as far as impressions, but I'll just show you this one here. From last night, this one only has 72. Let me share this one. This is from last week. So I
That's pretty
try to dig into the analytics of things, the nerd in me.
So, Donna Kay, if you don't know, impressions is how many times LinkedIn has showed something you've done to the people on the platform.
Okay.
And they don't necessarily have to be your followers or connections.
Okay.
So this is the last week. In the last 7 days,
Nice.
551 post impressions.
Mhm.
So that's up 27%. I got
Very nice.
2,000 followers, profile viewers in the last 90 days, search appearances. And this is the key here, weekly tracker, right? So it tells you if you do more than 3, what they can do. So I had 6 actions out of the 3 that they mandate or they suggest. Members who post once a week on average see up to 4 times more. And then members who comment once a week up to 3 times more. So I had 3 posts and 3 comments.
Nice. Very nice.
And so all of this is with LinkedIn Premium, correct?
What's that?
That's LinkedIn Premium, correct?
Yeah, this is the paid version of it. But I think you can probably get this in the free version too. You should be able to.
But the analytics?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can get the analytics in the premium.
Yeah. The only difference is that I can see with the paid version, I can see who searched me.
Which is really useful. Yes.
Yeah, like I can see, right? There was Adam, police sergeant at RPD, someone from Rochester. So they're other, right? So I can see exactly who searched.
Okay.
And that's the paid version.
Very nice. So I have heard that LinkedIn favors video right now. So Donna Kay, if you're interested in LinkedIn,
They had a
video
big,
is definitely the way to go.
I read about it when they had the big rollout, when they bought all the content creators and everything. They had a big in-person rollout, a virtual, like a merge. Did you see any of those clips?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So LinkedIn is my favorite platform, but it is not the platform that pays me. I've gotten most of my money from Facebook, and I have been trying to get back into Facebook groups. I fell off with my videos there, and videos is what makes Facebook run. But like I told you, I need to make the, what are those things called? You two just spoke that you were doing it. The clips. I need to make more clips. I need to use the reels. I need to use the shorts. I need to
Yeah.
post on my personal page.
We
all
all
of those
do.
things. So
Still brings me back to the question, though, Erica. Patrick, I guess I worry about that too much. I worry about like Facebook and YouTube in their, the fact that it's public use and that they own your content. It's like Adobe's doing it now. They're telling you any images that you create. How do you get around that? Or
I don't think that you can though, or can you?
So we're using their
They own you.
platform for free. I have Ice Drive. I have external hard drives. I still have my stuff. I know that I have my stuff because I have external hard drives. Even if I get locked out of Ice Drive, I still have my stuff.
I just see that there's so many, like there's a content creator that in one thing that I do, the youth audience, that I'm trying to introduce them to. And one of them hit me up and it's like, oh, is this the person? And when they sent me that, I realized that it was another person that has taken all of her content that got her up to, because she has like over all of her content, but they didn't, how certain people repost and they say we found this clip, or you know that it's not. No, they're posing as, and that just, I don't know, it just feels so icky to me. So I guess that's one of my worries about some of the
Erica, so you're still being paid by Facebook?
I don't think Facebook pays as much anymore. They were paying a lot for Reels, but they haven't done that in about maybe 2 years.
Oh wow!
So
what's considered a lot? What's average in terms of payment?
They were paying, like, if you got 10,000 views, they would pay you like $1,000 or something like that.
Oh wow!
But they cut it down to like $250, and now I don't think they're paying anymore.
Yeah,
but
YouTube is paid.
I can see, because now reels show up. Before they weren't showing up like as much as they are now. Like now, you can't go on there without reels just popping up in your face. So it was a way to lure people in and then drop them.
Yeah. So I do have a platform that will post to Reels, Promo Republic. And I do have shorts or clips that's already made for that. I just hadn't been posting.
It takes a lot of time. It's a lot of time. It's a commitment that you really have to make to yourself. And I'm like you. I don't have that much time anymore. Things are just crazy. So,
well, as I was telling Donna Kay, I like things to be done ahead of time for me, just in case I fall off or forget. Like this morning, I didn't make the slides, but I just hit the button in Gamma, and now we have slides. And an hour before we got started today. So if I set up my scheduler, I know I will have shorts and reels. I just need to put it in the scheduler.
Yeah.
So it's like putting in that blocking, and I'm really starting to do a lot of time blocking and like for instance Wednesdays for me, I cut it in half, but half of my day is website Wednesdays. And it doesn't mean that you're intentionally working on something, on the website, but it's like intentionally in my brain I need to accomplish. And if I can time block that day, I time block. If not, then at least I get up to date and up to speed so that time doesn't just wash away from you. So that's what I'm trying in order to, handle all the layers of everything. I'll tell you
Understand. So I know we talked about doing everything in 3-month batches or quarter batches. I have already talked to Chat about making my content calendar for the year for Talk Virtual. And I want to have 4 events in there, maybe like 2 summits and 2 challenges for each quarter. I've talked to Chad about making my calendar coincide with all the stuff that's already there, the 4 events and the live streams. And I'm trying to decide now if I want to ask chat to make the virtual summiteers themes for the each month coincide with the live stream, because I want the virtual summiteers to be something different, because it shouldn't be the same as what people are getting for free, just live stream. It should be something, hey, I get to be a part of this. That's what I want it to feel like. So the 4 events and the live stream for Talk Virtual, that's done. I'm still working on Talk Virtual stuff. Let's see, let me go back to sharing my screen. Entire screen. Share and Gamma. Okay, so the question was, what's one piece of past event content you could easily repurpose this week? So I do that every Friday. When the virtual summiteers ends, the first thing that goes out is a LinkedIn post recapping what we talked about. From LinkedIn, it is shared to my Facebook, my personal Facebook profile, and to Twitter. And those are all buttons I push in LinkedIn. I then ask for a newsletter for my Facebook group that is scheduled to go out on Saturday mornings, I think about 10. And on Mondays, I get an email newsletter that will go out 8:45. And on Wednesdays, if anything is in on the YouTube channel, that will go out an email on Wednesdays about 10 o'clock. And I should have a reminder about what's coming up on the virtual summiteers that Thursday, but I don't. I know I should do that, but I don't. And I should have the clips coming out every week because you guys reminded me that I need to do that. Hey, Joe. Joe's here, everybody. Joe, as long as you mute it, we can't see you. Just to remind you of that.
And Erica, just a quick question. What are you doing how are you doing this to get your transcript to your newsletter to send out to us? Because I see it, you are good at that. I see it regularly. You are just awesome. I'm like, man, I would love to do that.
I am using Crisp. Chris shows up every time I'm on a meeting call. No matter where, it just shows up. I take the Crisp content, I give it to Notebook LM. I give it to chat. I ask chat for a blog post. I ask for the newsletters. I ask for emails.
So you download it into chat?
Yeah.
And then chat create the newsletter for you?
Yes.
That's nice. But
as you guys know, I bet you didn't think I was going to bring it up today, but I love Notebook LM.
Yeah, I know. Yep. And I asked you, how do you get rid of how do you customize or brand it as your own?
Yeah.
You got to know an editor or know how to edit yourself. You could probably talk to Joe about that because I have no idea how to edit.
Because that's the only thing that I love it. I love how his voice is great. I just wanted to brand it with our brand, not just with Notebook. So Joe, help us out, Joe.
Okay, I haven't been awake very long, so I'll do my best here.
Thanks for joining us, Joe.
Sure. First of all, I'll tell you this. I haven't put anything that's super branded into AI that's like, well, what's the word I wanted? My own personal brand that I don't want other people knowing. There are ways to do it. And what I just did recently was I searched how to protect your own content so that it doesn't go to the rest of the world. And so I was given about 4 or 5 different websites that you can go to for free, and it'll protect your content so that that information will not be provided as research material. So, for instance, I have a solution. I have processes that are in my name, that are mine, that are my name. And to keep them from being out there in the public, specifically step by step with every single piece of content, I wanted to make sure before I put the contents into AI, I could protect it, and you can. I just don't, off the top of my head, because I've been awake for about 10 minutes, don't remember the exact names. But I can look them up. I can look them up. I want to bring up a point about Notebook LM, Erica, that Erica brings up regularly all the time. So I've been checking it out as well, and I use something. In fact, I just went to using it as a browser 2 days ago. I use something that's very similar. In fact, they say it's super similar, though there is a difference if you look them up. That Notebook LM is going to be based on the content you put it in, or I forgot how it works, but
That's right.
the biggest difference is the one I use is Perplexity, and it'll have a broader research background or something weird like that. Erica, I would just say, hey, check out the difference to see how you, because you know how you use Notebook LM. Check out Perplexity and look into how it's different. I have to look it up again. I have it somewhere on my computer, but had a busy week, and I'm not prepared to tell you exactly how. But basically, back to your question, Patrick, you can protect your thing. Everything else, you put in there, and you just like nowadays, from what I've been doing over the last month, is you put your instructions in, you put your prompts in, and I have like a sequence of things I'm doing over and over and over again, just like Erica is. You can put them into your AI platform as a project, or there's other names for it. And when you put them in there as a project or whatever it's called, it'll hold your instructions. So it'll do exactly the way you want it done every single time. And the reason I like doing that, Claude AI is recognized as the best writer of content purely to sound closest to you. The more you tell it how to do it, and the more you put it into the same, they call it, like, I think in Claude they call them projects. The more you put them into that project where you have a set of instructions that remain there, the more it'll see how you do it. And if you're telling it to correct itself because you don't like this or that, it'll recognize that you're correcting it, and it'll make those corrections on future versions that you have put out from it.
So if I wanted to write training content, your preference is Claude versus chat?
Yeah, and the internet's preference is typically Claude for something written like that you need it written a certain way. So each AI, a lot of the AIs have specific things that they're better at and good at. Like I'll go back to Erica's. Erica's is supposed to be one of the top, especially if you're doing a lot of content development, like researched content development. But the general, like the one that I use, that Perplexity is also recognized as a top research tool, because it's going to give you all the citations, and it'll give you 20 and 30, and I have some things that have so many citations it's ridiculous. So if you're researching, especially I know Notebook LM is like awesome, and it's used real heavily in educational facilities and places like that for the same kinds of reasons, because of the citations and research work. So anyway.
So let's say that I'm writing, because Joe, what we do, so we're a training and development firm. So we train and develop leaders and teams and so on. So if I wanted to write content for a particular training course, you think Claude would be the best over chat or Perplexity?
Yeah. I'll tell you, because I've already tested all three of them at the same time. It's not even close.
Wow.
Have you?
Yes, I've actually. Go ahead.
Wait. Have you in Notebook used the discoverability tab?
No, I haven't used Notebook well yet, like the others, just simply because of where I'm at. I've been doing the research on it because I wanted to see, like, if it's going to if something's going to replace something I have, I want it to completely replace it, not be very close. And Perplexity and Notebook are so close to creating what I needed it to create that I've continued with Perplexity, and actually downloaded Perplexity's new. Every one of these companies is coming out with a new browser, and I said I'll never change. I'm a Google. If you don't know what I do, I'm a Google search. I'm a search engine marketer, meaning I do
Okay.
Google paid ads, I do Bing paid ads, I do Google and Bing SEO. I've done it for 20 years, 18 years. I was never going to leave Google until this year when AI kicked in, and AI. I'm using Perplexity because almost everything I put into search nowadays is a how-to, and where I used to go for how-tos was YouTube. Now I'm doing YouTube and Perplexity, depending on what I'm looking at, and so the Perplexity is the way you ask a question to look things up is no longer the way you used to do it in Google. If you're starting to learn how to prompt, you won't do it the same way anymore, and you'll start putting it into AI or whatever you're putting it into, and you'll prompt it, and you'll just learn how to ask questions of it, and then how to ask the next question, and certain ones even give you more to follow up on. What I don't care for about ChatGPT is I'll give you an example. I'm going to first tell you how much of my course came out, Patrick. And I did a course on the difference between, well, it's not the difference. I did a course on lead generation for business coaches and consultants. Most people don't really realize the difference between the two. So I went back and refined the course and asked it to split in where it could split, but keep everything else the same. The differences between coaches and consultants. Then I told it to make two versions of it for me: a 15-minute course and a hour-long course. Then I said, make this a course with every single thing that I could possibly use as an instructor. And I was a school teacher for 15 years, so I knew what I was looking for. Bottom of the line is it came back with 313 pages.
Wow. Wow.
Now, the difference between using it from Claude and the difference in using it from, and Claude, I'm not a free member. I pay for the middle platform now because of this example. ChatGPT, it kept asking, like, I tell it what I need, and it would ask another question, and it would ask another question, and it would prompt another question, and it would prompt another question. It never got to the point where enough was enough and printed it.
Yeah. I get frustrated with chat that way too, and I'm like, I don't have time. Tell me now.
And I did that, and I got fresh, and I was surprised. I finally let it see that I was frustrated, and it came back with, "I understand your frustration."
Exactly.
But
exactly.
would you like this or that? And I'm like, I already said that 100 times.
Yeah.
And then I was starting to get real ticked because
give me this now. And then it comes back and says, I'm going to create the documents. Then I says, okay, I'm waiting. I'm giving you 30 minutes. Then it come back and says, because of the generator, we are unable to do. I'm like, come on.
That's hilarious.
My head was, I'm sorry, Donna K.
No, it's okay. So I'm like, really, really tentatively saying this. So I hear everybody talk about everything. Gemini, nobody uses Copilot Smarter, the new Smarter thing with research where it goes between asking you, because I know Copilot is not so technically supposed to be for certain things, but it goes between figuring out whether deep research or quick response. While it's building, it gives you the questions. What I found, not for the deeper technical stuff that I do, but for like, okay, so say, Erica, I don't want to have to worry about learning all about how to do my content plan, all right? So I might just I don't give it all the specifics of my business, but I give it false scenarios that are very close to, what I do and what I want. And what I found is that unless I just don't know it well enough and deep enough yet, that it will ask me certain questions. And in the beginning, I had to give it a lot more prompting, but after a while, as it got to know me, it just gives me these two options that actually is going where I want it. And I'm just like, yes, or no, change that, or go back to that. And it can churn out quite a bit, but it has a stopping point because it'll tell me
Yeah.
After it goes through the whole cycle of what it's
Yeah.
doing, it'll say, do you want to stop now and let me put this into a document that does this, and this? So I've kind of been, and what I'll do sometimes is I'll take what I get out of that and throw it into Gemini or something else. I haven't really used Claude. I haven't used Perplexity, but I'll throw it in. But I have been wondering, what do I use when I want to get more into my more technical? You know what I mean?
I would say we are all early adopters of all of these AI platforms. And
Mhm.
for right now, I'd say let's pick one and roll with it till we learn it. And then if you feel like it, learn another one. If Copilot is working for you right now, that's great. And now that we know that you like it, maybe Joe, Patrick, or myself would also try it out. You've heard what Joe had to say about Perplexity. Well, maybe you want to try it out.
You know, on that same note, I've already tried out Copilot and I've already tried out Gemini. I started off in those first because they were the easiest and most accessible. The
Right.
deeper I got in, the more research I got in. Then I met with people, literally people who were builders in the AI community, not builders of things using AI. They're AI builders. And so, I got to hear platforms where they said they would use this and that for, and I keep going to things. Last night, this piece of paper, oh, you can't see it. The piece of paper I'm holding in my hand is from last night. This was an article that came out from Perry Belcher selling something, but in his list, it was another list I've seen, and his list, and I keep seeing these lists, they keep confirming the same things. And so on his list, the tool I use for editing my video, Descript, was on his list. The tool I use for research, Claude, was on his list. Erica, Notebook LM, I don't want to admit, was on his list. Chat GPT, of course, was on his list.
So
But
go
I'm just going to
Gamma.
tell you, I got 3 more real quick because I was trying to do video B-roll faster and easier. VEO3 was a Google product was on his list. He did mention Copilot. If I didn't say that, that was on his list. To create music, Suno.ai was on his list, and HeyGen, I totally saw this one only because of Erica and Hey Summit. It was called HeyGen, that was on his list, and then there was one more. I don't know if I have it written right. It's Repli something or other. That was
Replit.
on his list. Yes.
Joe was Gamma on his list? Gamma.
I'm sorry.
Gamma.
The list is super long.
Okay.
For specific types. I've heard of Gamma. It was on every other list I've seen, actually. And I learned of Gamma through Erica.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I learned Gamma through Zakia.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that list something that we can search and find?
The list that I saw here, not exactly as this one, but I've searched everything to find it several times, and this one just reaffirmed.
Gotcha.
Nice. Okay, let me go back to our slides.
You asked, and it took me, and I'm not awake, so that combination ain't great.
No worries. Let's see our next one. Repurposing into multiple formats: blogs, podcasts, YouTube clips, email newsletters, social posts, quotes. Each format reaches a different slice of your audience. And our question is, which content channel is working best for you right now? Anybody?
Well, you know which one works best for me on the 30.
Video.
StreamYard video. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You go live, Patrick?
I go live. Yeah, every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And what is this? What is your? Tell me about your platform, if you don't mind.
So if you go up to YouTube, it's the 30 with Patrick. So the 30 with Patrick.
The 30 with Patrick.
Or you can catch it on LinkedIn as well. So Erica has been on. She's been one of my featured guests for the last 5 years.
What is your? It's a show about what? What is it?
So we switched it up over the years. Right now, I'm focusing on leadership and helping leaders, small business owners, get the word out, but talking about more of the journey and experience. So that's what we focus on. But the goal is really to to provide information and knowledge to help enhance personal, professional, and spiritual lives.
We have to talk.
Okay. Okay.
I have a new platform and a new launch, and it's for business owners as well. My purpose in putting it all together was to see if I was going to be able to do it, and less for the actual generating at the initial when I initiated it at the beginning of the year. Now that I've built my platform, it's to work hand in hand with my platform, and my platform is for business owners doing lead generation and helping them understand their struggles. And so I'm under my platform, I'm an agency where I do the work for you, but I'm also a coach and consultant doing it with you, and also helping those who can't, are better positioned or not good in a good position to pay for some of the other services, to help them with the content and free course materials and everything else. So that's where the building the courses came out, and all the content I produce. It same thing. That's how I got into AI so much. Is it's all blog and notes and show notes and everything else all at the same time. After I'll first have it help me with the outline of what I want to talk about, build my script, modify my script, and then turn it into show notes. And then I'm putting it on platforms, on 3 platforms. Also, I'm putting it in my biggest group right now is LinkedIn followers of my newsletter. Then YouTube, yes, thank you, Erica, is my number one commenter. Thank you, and I appreciate that. My YouTube channel, I have a YouTube channel, I have a podcast, but I still haven't. I got to get somebody to help me. I just can't be everywhere to do every single thing for SEO work and everything else. Even though I know how to do it, I just can't do it all.
Yeah, I'm going to send you my email address here, Joe, so you can jump in. Yeah, Donna Kay was also a guest too at one point.
Very cool.
Let's ask Donna Kay. I know you don't produce much, but let's have you answer. What's your favorite form of content to consume? Is it video? Is it written? Is it shorts?
For me, I think I love written content.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I love written content, and I can go down the rabbit hole with it. So I have started to do shorts, and then what I do is I categorize it in my note. Like, I'm a Samsung girl, so when it comes to my phone, so I put it in my notes under what I want to explore under, depending on what it is. Shorts have worked for me now because of time, if that makes sense. But I will always link it to an article, or so the short works for me to say, okay, I need to explore more of this in written content.
Okay.
Your shorts are like your ad.
Yes. I love the way you put that. Yeah, the shorts are literally like my ad.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I'm so glad you asked that question, Erica, because I am the guy that does, the promotion, and I want to hear how other people are consuming it. And so what for each one of you, can I ask related to this? What's the ideal piece of content that you prefer? Or like Donna Kay, you just gave me, a thought for the sequence. What's the ideal length of content for each one of you that you prefer related to this?
Yeah, I would say shorts for me. That's
For
what
me,
I consume.
For me, as far as consuming, it will be anything video. Actually, no, I would say podcast, because it goes both. Audio podcasts or video, because if I'm in the car, I'm listening to something, right? And most likely be a podcast. If I'm at home or in the office, it's either podcast or video, something. Because I'm always in learn mode.
Same here.
You see, and that's what the shorts do for me, though, too, Patrick. It's kind of like, for instance, sometimes because so say I like a particular podcaster, but because I see those shorts come up, it's giving me, the algorithm is going to give you other people in that category.
Mm-hmm.
And what it does for me is I don't over consume in that way. But what it does is it gives me enough for me to know, do I really want to go down, before having to listen deeply into, and it gives me enough to know, let me see. I like contrasting point of views. Mm-hmm. I'm not a person that just looks tunnel vision on one thing. I love the contrasting point of view. And it helps me to decide, okay, what am I going to put more energy into?
So it's your feeder.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's definitely like you said. Yes, I had my
Yeah.
piece.
Well, Joe, what's your favorite kind of content to consume, and what do you produce mostly?
I produce all the above. So, um, in fact, I need to be getting back to producing more short form content to consume. I'm like my wife and I always joke that I'm a goldfish. You got 7 or 8 seconds to get it to me, and if you don't get it to me, capture my attention there, I'm gone on to the next thing already. So she always tells me I'm whatever this society they say about this society's attention span getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and it's true, and I'm part of it.
It's
But
not true because you hang out with us for an hour and 30 minutes.
I'll make those fish lips things, and I'll be doing this in a second. But
My son calls
yeah,
me.
but if you ever notice, I actually a lot of times, Erica, I take notes and I'm doing other things, and it's always related to this because I have to keep in motion. And if I don't keep in motion, you'll know because I'll freeze. And so if I'm when I'm frozen, that means I'm on the way to going to sleep. So if I'm moving, we're good. I learned this as a school teacher. I learned this going back to being a school teacher. That's how my family was. We're all active, and when I was a school teacher, I learned that's helpful to keep people engaged, and that's how come I was a successful school teacher because I always got the kids that were issues in other classes and actually excelled greater than the school space and the district space with my kids. But I like short content and the short videos like Donna Kate. It helps me get to other ones. I do. It's funny because anytime I'm looking for an answer, I'll look at. I use YouTube heavily and look at what is let's just say there's 5 options of the same content. What is the newest? Is my first priority? Is my first thing, and then after what is the newest? What is the shortest? And that's how I view the content on YouTube.
I have an idea for all of us here. So, of course, go into Notebook and go to Discoveries and ask what is the frequently asked questions in your niche, your field, your industry, whatever you want to call it. And then make short videos asking those questions and answering those questions.
Erica, that's an awesome thing. I've
Say
heard of
that
that.
again
I
for
haven't
me.
done it.
Yeah, because that was awesome. I'm like, you're gonna need to repeat that, please, so I can my hands can get busy typing. Go ahead.
You don't have to use Notebook, but I love Notebook Discovery. So ask what's the frequently asked questions in your industry, your field, and make shorts asking those questions and answering those questions. Like each question and answer is a short. So you can either agree with the answer or you can dispute it. So sometimes I spend a good bit of time arguing with chat about the answers he gave me
Mhm.
because
It
sometimes
seems
I
that
think
that seems to be a constant thing. Like Joe said it, you said it, I said it in terms of the frustration with chat.
Yeah, I don't even want to tell
sometimes it's
you.
just nice to argue with them.
I don't even want to tell you what came into my head and almost came into my mouth, and I'm sitting there going, "Wait, I'm typing to AI."
That's hilarious. Okay, year-long content rhythm. Outline a quarterly or monthly content candidates. I told you I've done mine for the whole year already. Anchor around your events. I've told you I've got 4 events, 2 summits and 2 challenges, maybe a webinar leading into that challenge. Fill gaps with evergreen repurposed pieces. And we've all talked about the clips and the shorts. The first thing I do is make a blog, a newsletter, email from that same content. So it at least lasts a week before I move on to something else. Our question is, how often would you like to be visible in front of your audience between events? And for me, that is every day.
I say weekly for me.
Weekly? Okay.
I
How about
actually,
you, Patrick? Is it weekly? Because you got a show every Thursday.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, well, it's supposed to be weekly in the show. And it's supposed to be depending on a platform. Each platform, I try to stay in front of them differently because each one, the suggestion is different on every platform. So I guess the ideal most frequent on the most frequent platform is going to be 3 to 5 times a week. But if I'm looking at Twitter, it's supposed to be a couple times a day. So it just really depends on what your preference is, which platform, and so I want
How
to
you
try
got
to
your schedule set up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
So
are the
Erica,
two big things that
to
I'm seeing.
clarify, are you asking in terms of us, the person, or are you asking in terms of our content?
Let me read it one more time. How often would you like to be visible in front of your audience between events? So I guess it's you.
Mm.
So personal. Okay, so us showing our face as opposed to the content that we're putting up.
Well, I won't say it's your face because like right here right now you're with us,
Mhm.
and later today Crisp is gonna tell Notebook that Patrick Jackman from the 30 has a Thursday show at 7:30 because you've said that,
Mhm.
and you like StreamYard. It's most likely gonna say all of those things because it heard you say it now, and when this blog goes out, it's going to say Patrick Jackman, and they're going to be able to click on your name and go to your LinkedIn profile
Okay,
because that's how I have it set up. So
got it.
it's not just your face, even though they can click on your name and see your face. I don't think the content that you produce is just your face.
Okay, so it's the content that we put up, that we post,
Yeah.
including videos, and whether audio or just written.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And I do like the way that you said it, because one of the things that I think that I've learned, I've heard you say before, and I think that I'm learning, is that I always thought that even though in these times that you lead with written content that you wrote first, you know what I mean? Like you send out that newsletter that you wrote, then you turn it into a video. But I do like the way of thinking that you do the video, and then from that long form content, you can now create all this other stuff, just schedule it. And I even noticed, like right now with Canva, if you do anything in Canva, it's giving virtual, not just branding, but it's giving where you can do that. Like you can write your document, you can create your video. It's giving that. So I really see where, but you're the leader in that. I really see where that makes a lot of sense.
So how often do you want to be seen, Donna Kay? Is it daily, weekly, every 3 days?
I think in one part of what I do, I think with the kids, the young people, I probably need to be seen every day in some way, shape, or form. And with over on Facebook, where the parents and kind of hang out, at least probably 3 times a week because of the type of stuff that's being produced. And on LinkedIn for the stakeholders, I just need to step my game up. My profile isn't even right. I need to just step my game up and really, because I really see how great it is.
Mm-hmm.
And for the other thing that I do, because I deal with a lot of introverts in that one, probably maybe I would say 3 times a week would be good, so I don't overwhelm.
So you're going to set your schedule up to show your clips at least 3 times a week?
I think that is what I definitely need to do.
Okay. I need to do that myself. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Entire screen and share. Gamma. Okay. So community touch points. Keep your audience warm with regular engagement, options, Q&A sessions, challenges, behind the scenes, casual meetups. Build belonging, not just attendance. Our question is, what's one low lift way could you could engage your community next month? You got
I'm
an answer for
actually
that,
doing
Joe?
something this month, next Tuesday. I'm doing a
Okay.
meetup
Nice.
for leaders, entrepreneurs, professionals, and business owners. So I can share that with you too. I had originally planned it for April. Time didn't go, and 2 weeks ago I said, something, let's just do it as a quick pop-up. So quick planning, put it out there last Monday. Well, on Monday, I put it out and I asked chat what's the best way of doing it. And the strategy that I'm using is one, I talk about it on the 30.
Mm-hmm.
I post it on all my socials. But what I'm finding that the responses I'm getting the most responses from is the individual invitations through messaging.
Nice. LinkedIn DMs.
Right. So that's what I get that. That's the most popular one. I think probably 90% of the
How-
registrations came through that.
How many personal DMs did you send out a day? Do you know?
I sent out a total of, I started with chats, told me to do 25 the first day.
Okay.
No, 15, sorry, 15. So I did 25.
Okay.
So I probably am up to 75 now.
Nice.
And so far we have 22 people RSVP.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt to ask.
So it's free. It's not a coffee shop. It's a new coffee shop. So they're getting publicity. And
You partnered with the coffee shop. You told them that you were coming and bringing 22 people.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
And then we're getting a discount because we're gonna pay for some of the stuff, the coffee and the light items and so on. People just come in. So the goal of it is just conversation, connection, right? Meet up. And then that flowed into what I talked about last night on the 30, which was leaders can't grow alone.
Mm-hmm.
No, we need community. We need connection.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
it's all,
something I've learned.
It's a very nice plan.
yeah,
I
so
like
all
that you knew what you wanted and executed right away.
And that's a good number for quick execution.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So my goal is 25, and right now we're trending there.
And you might have a couple show up that didn't.
Absolutely. So some may show up that didn't register, or some may not come that register. Right. So if you get 25 first time out, and some people responded, great idea. I love it. Unfortunately, I have another appointment, but keep me up to date and involved.
That's a great number at 30% right there.
Yeah.
That's
So
a good number.
I hope you bring somebody that will video it so you can give the other people who said they wanted to come that didn't a little fear of missing out. Like, see what you missed? Now you got to wait a whole nother month or 6 months to participate and hang out with us.
So let me just share what it looks like here. So this is the graphic that we use.
Cool.
What's your graphic created in, or who created your graphic?
I have someone local here that created it.
Got it.
But I put everything in a chat and then give her the suggestions as to.
Got it.
Right.
That looks good.
Yeah. So this is actually the sales page.
Mm-hmm.
Well, be sure to give us a link to that so I can put it in the newsletter and emails and all of that stuff.
I'll send that to you, Erica.
Okay.
And then the thing here is this also drives our newsletter subscriptions.
So this is a live in-person event?
Live in person. Yeah.
Okay.
Tuesday, October 28th. Oh, it's early, 7:30 a.m. I'm going to feel like go.
Perfect.
Getting up at
Well, that's perfect for the leader that needs to just get in and get out.
Yeah, just come in right before work, get out.
Oh, dark 30 for the left coast, but then again, we're not doing it live anyway.
So who should attend, right? Leaders, business owners, entrepreneurs, professionals from all industries. So yeah.
I love that.
That would be really fascinating to have that streaming live at the same time.
At the same time.
That's a great idea.
That's what I think.
That's a great idea.
Because if
bring
it wasn't No
a
Dark 30,
tripod
I'd be
and
there
a
just-
ring light with the phone.
Yeah.
Yep. If it wasn't No Dark 30, I'd be trying to get there. Because of No Dark 30, I might make it in the middle
That's
of
a
the
great
night.
idea, though.
But
Never
what you
thought
do
about
is
that.
don't put it out there now because you don't want people to be like, oh yeah, I could just watch the live stream.
Exactly.
Just
No,
let them
don't
give
do
you a
that.
little sign off when you're there. Yeah.
You can always put out the clips. maybe a week later.
Tease
Yeah.
Try to
for
see
it.
what you missed.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's preparation for the next one, right? And I don't know when we're doing next one, but I just wanted this one to see how it goes and bring people together, because it's, as you guys know, it is, when you have a business or when you get to a certain point of leadership, it is lonely
It's very long.
and it's isolated. So when you can bring people together to really talk about things and talk about their journey, there's no real agenda per se, but just meet each other.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, people will understand exactly what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not a happy hour. Right?
Mhm.
No, I can tell you it works because I have something 2 Tuesday mornings, and we meet at 6:00 online. We meet at 6:00, but still to be
Mm.
and ready at 6 in the morning is like, and I'm continuously surprised at how many people show up, that early, because it works for your day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, do you have a registration or just show up as you are?
No, it's not my thing, but that person's thing, who it is, they have a registration.
Okay. Okay.
They have a registration.
Nice.
And how often do they run it?
2 Tuesdays a month,
Okay. Okay.
like the
Nice.
first and third Tuesday of the month.
Hmm.
But it's also incorporated into something else that they're doing.
Got it.
That kind of feeds it. Yeah, it kind of feeds from. But it's a pretty big audience, I guess, from the people I see show up.
Hmm.
Just kind of getting into it now.
This is great,
So-
Erica. It's a great slide there. Sorry. Insulting.
No worries. Combining content plus community. Content sparks attention. Community creates conversions. Together equals long-term quality plus sales. And our question is, which comes easier for you, creating content or fostering community? And I'm going to say content. How about the rest of you?
Fostering community for me comes
Mhm.
easy.
But which one did you say, Patrick?
I think content is important. I think I would like to foster community. That's
Yeah.
my goal. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the same.
Same here.
Yeah,
Same
goal
here.
and collaboration. Community and collaboration. I think that's
Mhm. For me,
that's critical.
So was Donna
Definitely.
Kay the only one who said community comes easiest for?
it comes easy to me for community. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well,
Donna
dang,
Kay, you're
maybe
hired.
you need to show us something.
Yeah, for me, content is easy, but the goal is community, but it's a challenge.
Yeah. I guess we all need to figure out what's the challenge of building communities. Maybe that's a good notebook question if Donna Kay doesn't want to tell us the answer.
I think for
already
me,
writing
it's
it down.
just that I naturally connect with people, and I think for me, what it is questioning. I often hear that I ask the question that a lot of people don't think about,
Mhm.
like right off.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
think in doing that, and in you kind of start to draw people in, I mean, you are talking about it from that perspective, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I don't know the answer.
right. Like you said, I start to draw people in. So if I step into the room, I'm able to kind of listen, look, and see people in their natural habitat, and I observe. Those are gifts that I naturally have. So I observe, and I kind of, it's more natural for me to know how to approach you versus you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
And I think too, because I'm not afraid of saying I don't know something if I step into a room where I don't know, but I'm a keen observer and I can pick up, pretty fast. I mean, there's more to it, but I just think it has come so naturally for me. And I thought that it was natural for everyone else until multiple someone's pointed out to me that it's not as easy. No, it's not a natural thing for everyone.
Yeah. So I can tell you that the virtual summiteers have been around for maybe 6-7 years. I can't tell you how to create a community. Still, so far over my head, I don't know.
Great
I think the thing with you is so many things come naturally to you that I think you don't see. In creating a space, Patrick, I don't know, Joe. I don't think no, Joe, you weren't in that at that time. You weren't. I don't know if you were in it, but you weren't there. Patrick, do you remember when we talked about the fact that virtual summiteers, we know what the goal is, but it became a place where we could literally authentically truly be ourselves for what we didn't feel the pressure of like, and I'm the the newest to it as far as certain things, but we didn't feel the pressure of having to be on. We didn't feel the pressure of having to know that we could be really real, and that even if you weren't in there for a moment or something of that nature, you came back and it's like you never left. And Erica, that's you. It's the ability that you don't see that you have to just naturally foster a psychologically safe space. And I think that that's it too. In fostering community, you have to make people, I don't care what it is that you're doing, feel psychologically safe.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's a natural way of doing it.
Yeah, that psychological safety is very important where people don't, because we come together and Erica has that knack. You just, as Donna Kay said, you just don't know it, but we come together to learn.
Yes.
I come here to learn more because I don't know the things that you guys know. I'm from a different space. You may not know the things that I know based on my space, right? But when we come together, we learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now we can go out and benefit and execute on what we've learned and benefit, but it all comes together because of here and because of your diligence and commitment here. So thank you, Erica.
Right, and because you've created that
Appreciate
space where there's no superiority. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
that part, I think the unspoken stuff, like you said, Patrick, we come to learn, but the unspoken stuff of what we get and how it's executed
Absolutely.
really makes you feel safe. Because if I don't know and I'm talking to you, you're like, oh, didn't think of it from that perspective. This is what I was talking about. But it's never in a way that somebody feels like, oh, let me just shrink because I think you can't
Understood.
put a
Awesome.
price tag on that.
Well, thank you, all of you. I
Well,
appreciate
thank you. I tell my wife, okay, it's 10 o'clock. She says, well, so what are you doing today for Friday? And this happens every week, right? She says, I said, well, I think I'm going to, if I have time, I'm going to log into the virtual cemetery. So she's like, oh my gosh, that nerdy group again. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, we're all nerds. She said, y'all deserve each other.
Dang. Tell Stephanie I still love and appreciate her, and she's welcome to come anytime.
She did a good, when she spoke, she did a good, she gave us good learning content. So come on in the room.
Yeah. She didn't notice that she fit right in.
She doesn't think that she fits in, but she's actually a nerd too, but she doesn't think that.
Yeah.
You know, my wife will walk past me hearing the sound or hearing what's happening in here, and she'll just say an answer as she walks past the door, and I'm like, she does that to me so much. It's just ridiculous. It's like for instance, I struggled with the name of my podcast when it was a virtual summit way back 5 years ago, and she just walks and says, "How about this?" And that's the name of it. And I'm like, I've been struggling for weeks with that, and she just walked in the first time she knew I was struggling, and said, "Boom." So
You tell her she's welcome to come hang out with us too.
you can't sit here. Do you think I can't sit still? That's why we're two peas in a pod. It's a moving pod.
Well, that's a good thing. Let's see. Your 2026 plan framework. Step 1, repurpose event content. Step 2, schedule consistent touch points. Step 3, layer in community engagement moments. And our question is, what's the first touch point you'd like to schedule after your next big event? Now, the first thing I do is repurpose. How about you guys?
I'm going to learn how to repurpose properly.
All right.
I haven't done a big event in a long time, so that one I went and hid in the corner because it failed.
Did it fail, or did you not put it out enough?
No, it wasn't about putting it out enough. I had plenty of people come to it. It was the internet failed that day.
Oh,
Hmm.
Well, put it
Oh,
back
wow.
out. You know what?
I don't know. It broke and started back. So I started with 12 people. That was fine for my very first live, and it started with 12. It started shutting down like 5 minutes in, and then came back with like 8 people, and then kept going, and then it would shut down again, and it was like 3 people, and then it ended up being one person stayed with me for the hour, 2 people stayed with me for 3/4 of the hour, and I just said I got to do this differently for the future. And I wasn't ever wanting to go live in the first place. I always liked doing pre-recorded, and that just hurt. But I'm ready. That's why when Patrick said StreamYard, my ears perked up, because I am trying to get back to the point of trying to do things live like this.
Patrick, put your StreamYard affiliate link in the chat for Joe.
Will do.
Joe, how about this? You take that content, you make clips out of it, you invite that speaker back, and you go over some of the clips and ask, is that touch point still true? Do they still feel the same way? Something like that. And then tell them, your audience, hopefully you're going to be live, and it's like, hey, you want more content like this? We got another event on a similar topic, and do it again.
Okay, I'll expect your Fathom at the end of this call so that I can take that note right off the Fathom and not have to try to write it down. Great tip.
All right.
Great.
Okay.
Tip.
Let's see. Did everybody get to answer that question? I am not sure. The question was, what's the first touch point you'd like to schedule after your next big event? Did everybody get to answer that?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to skip ahead.
I would send the stuff back to the speaker, but I didn't. All the rest of what you said, I don't do, or I didn't do, and I need to do more of that.
I figure it wouldn't hurt to bring it back out again. I've seen at least 2 people, and Zakia was one of them, bring back old content and just introduce it live as a clip, and then talk over about that content. I'm sure your speakers will probably like to be in front of your audience again. Key takeaways: your events fuel your content calendar. Repurposing saves time and multiplies reach. Community touch points keep your audience connected year round. Our question: what's one strategy from today that will keep your audience engaged all year?
Calendar.
Calendar?
Make it. I built out the calendar last year, and I stuck to it really good for the part that it was really clearly set for. And then when the clarity broke on it and certain other things, I didn't stick as well. So, which is why I put out the post the other day.
Okay. Patrick? Donna Kay?
I think the one thing that I've learned from you guys today is, especially, both of you, Notebook, Claude, Perplexity. Now I have to do some work now to find out how can I utilize these. Now I've heard Claude because Sabrina always talks about Claude. And Notebook, I heard from you, Erica. I just got to see how to brand our brand as opposed to Notebook. And then Perplexity, I definitely have to research that, but find out how can I, based on what we do, what is best for us, that will help us to be more efficient. I think that's what I'm searching for, is efficiency.
Okay.
Can I just give you a little tip there, Patrick?
Sure.
Take a short prompt of something you want to accomplish, put it in more than one, and then take a mid-sized prompt, put it in more than one, and then take a longer prompt. That's exactly how I did it to come down. Because ChatGPT, everybody talked about it, and the content, like if I compare the content that was coming out of ChatGPT to Claude to Perplexity, and I forgot what other one I did at the time. ChatGPT and Claude were pretty much neck and neck. ChatGPT looked really clean. Claude came out as a outline, but when it came down to the quality, well, not even the quality, it came down to quantity of quality, information from the same prompt. Chat GPT kept making me go back and ask for more. Claude just gave it to me the first time. So it came down to that.
Because I use, for the content I create, some of it in ChatGPT, and then Erica is going to like this. I upload it to Gamma, and ask Gamma to create the PowerPoint as well as the content for me.
That's great.
Yep.
I got to start using Gamma. I was looking at the fact that Erica's Gamma showed on the search bar up there at the top of her slides, and those slides are pretty bomb. And I've heard Gamma over and over and over.
Yeah.
I just thought I didn't have a use until.
The only thing with Gamma, though, I find, and I'm new to it, so when I asked Zakia about it, is the font size. How do you change the font size? Because the size of the fonts are so small.
You highlight it, and then the bar
process.
comes up, and then you pick the font size.
Okay, got to get that from you then.
And I think I like what Erica said before everyone came on about between Gamma and what is it, Visme?
Yeah, Visme.
Gamma is really good when you're in the time crunch, and Visme is when you have the time. Like that's the differences that she finds are the best. So if you have the time, not that you couldn't use Gamma, but Gamma is really good when we're talking about, like, so for me, the answer to the question would be my strategy is to be more intentional with the order, scheduling, with repurposing, like what order makes it the most efficient. So her giving that tip in the very, very beginning was, hey, I use Gamma because I was short on time, or I forgot something came up and I needed this an hour before. So I used Gamma. Sometimes when I have more time, I can kind of boss Visme around a little bit more. So, I use that. So I think that's a good tip there too.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm very insistent on getting what I want. So I have to use Visme. If in a hurry, like you said, like I said, I only had an hour before we went live today. Gamma.
So Visme does content for you too, and can that create PowerPoint and your content, like your workbook?
So right now, all the Virtual Summiteers content is already laid out. I talked to Chad about it. I gave it to Google Docs. I copy pasted into Gamma and pushed a button. I got those slides. I can do the same thing with Visme, but I can change the colors. The fonts actually have sizes instead of saying H1, H2 title, something like that.
Graphics.
I can put my own name on it. With Gamma, I can do that, but I'll have to move it to Canva and then erase it. So,
and your graphics, don't forget your
Visme is
VISME.co.
.co.
Let's see, and I think it's just one last slide left because I gotta go because it's after 11:30. There it is, and that's it. Thank you. And next steps. Thanks for joining the Virtual Summiteers. Build your content and community plan for 2026. And let me tell you what's coming up on the 5th Friday. Sweet. So 5th Friday, wins and wrap-ups, October roundtable, themes, reflect, celebrate, refocus. Hopefully your calendar for the year or the next 3 months will be laid out for you. Share our October wins, big or small, every step counts. Spot lessons learned from experiments, events, or launches. Brainstorm fresh ideas for Q4 momentum and early 2026 inspiration.
That's good.
Yeah, this is the graphic you guys are going to get in the LinkedIn DM.
I'll let you know how things go on Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. Hooray. Well, you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you next Friday.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
I'll
I put the
reach out,
StreamYard
Patrick.
affiliate link in there for everyone if you want to grab that.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm going to reach out to you, Patrick.
All right. Sounds good. Have a good one. Be safe, everyone. God bless.
Be
Bye-bye.
safe, everybody.
Bless you.
Bye. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Where's my leave button? Bye, Erica.